Three players for one position, three players battling for the same position, the right wing of our attack. Hello guys, welcome to the channel here today for another video. But guys, in today's video we're going to discuss three players and take a specific look at those three players who are fighting for the right wing of our attack. And the three players are Raphinha, Ferran, Torres, and also the young lamine Yamal. And so far we have seen good promises with those from those players, and this is something really interesting to see. And Xavi has to find like the specific reset to get the best out of those players and see who is really fit for that position, who can be the first choice, the second choice, and then the third choice. Because we are Barça, we are always expecting the best from our players, and this is an opportunity to get the best from the players, like to have a healthy competition from those players to get that position. So guys, today we're going to take a specific look at that position and those players and try to rank them according to my own point of view, who is really the best choice for that position. So guys, if we do indeed start with the first player, we are going to start with Raphinha. We know that Raphinha, he is like actually probably the one who was supposed to step up after the departure of Ousmane Dembele. I made the video about it back in the days when Ousmane Dembele was just announced he was leaving Barcelona to join Paris Saint-Germain. I made a video like Raphinha need to step up and then try to seize his chance and try to get that position and to deliver and be really important to the team. And he can't be that kind of player because we have seen him last season. He was really pretty interesting for a first season at the club. And we know that it's a fact that a lot of Barca fans, they were complaining about the fact that Raphinha, he's not good at dribbling. Like he was missing all the dribbles that he was trying. Things were not really working out for him in terms of dribbling and also combining with other players. But we have seen him in certain departments, like he was very good. He has like the goal and assist contribution that he had. I think it's something around 22 goal and assist contribution, like the two combined. That was really interesting for a player who just arrived at the club, like with all the pressure, everything. And we have seen him, he was present, he was here at the time that we really need him, because when we lost Dembele due to injury, we needed someone to be here and to score goals and to provide assists, to be really interesting. And he was that man at that time. And that title that we won back in last season, he was a great part of that success. He was really interesting to see. We cannot take it away from him. All the credit all the things that he has done, we just need to give him the credit to what he has done. And that was really interesting from Raphinha. I really appreciated his first season. Maybe not in terms of football, like dribbling, all those joy, because as a Brazilian, we are always expecting something like dribbling, like giving fun to people, like giving you joy to watch him play. But I don't think that Raphinha is really that kind of player. But he can fit in, he can provide, he can be really interesting to the team. But this season, it has not been really good for him since the start of the season, because we know that back the first game where they played against Raphi, he got sent off due to that foul that he made, and then he was suspended, and that was something really not good for him for the start of the season. He missed the 2 games due to that red card. And that gives the possibility to some other players, the like of lamine Yamal. And this is something really interesting to see, like when you got one of the players who's not really available, is not going to be here, and you got someone else who's going to provide to the team and be really interesting to the team. That is something that we're looking for every position, every single position that we have. Actually, we need someone we need to have at least 2 or 3 players to be there, and just in case the one is not here, you can have another one really ready to go out there and deliver. And we had that with lamine Yamal, the boy, he just took his chance, he sees it, he tried to make it to make the best out of it, and he was really incredible against Villarreal. We have seen he was just very interesting. We have seen him, and also against Osasuna, a very tricky games. It was not easy for him, and not also easy for the team, like the whole team. And this was something really interesting. But I think for young Yamal is something that we need to give him time. We need to give him time to grow as a player, to be stronger, to really participate. because as of now, a lot of people are starting to say that Lamine Yamal should be the first starter. But I think Barcelona, we need to protect him. I made that video on Lamine Yamal where I said that we need to protect him. Xavi need to protect the player in order to avoid him to have the same kind of fate, the same thing that happened to players like Ansu Fati. Also, we know that Xavi also he mentioned that they are going to try to manage so that Lamine Yamal is not going to play over 70 games per season as Predicted did back in 2020, I think 2021, with the national team and also with Barcelona. It was just so, it was huge. That was too much for a player of his age, and we are going to try to avoid the same fate to Lamine Yamal, and we need to protect him. He's very good. I'm not denying the fact that the boy, he's very talented. He's extremely talented. He's a generational talent. He's a generational player. So someone who can mark an era at the club and also in the footballing world. He's just very good. He's very interesting to see, and he's a great player. And we hope that the club, they can create a healthy environment for the player, to protect him, to put him in a condition so that he can show his talent to grow as a player and have the maturity to play at the highest level. But they need to protect him, not to put him out there every single game. So on my own point, I don't think that Lamine Yamal, he can be the first choice. Maybe he can be that second choice or sometimes that third choice, the one who's going to come in and then make the difference. Or maybe some games he can start them and be very interesting. We have seen him against Villarreal or against other teams. He was just very interesting. And also during the Gamper against Tottenham, when he got subbed in, he just changed the game. He was just really amazing. That was something really interesting to see. Really amazing. The player, he's very good. And also, guys, my third player will be, as I said, it's going to be Ferran Torres. And Ferran Torres, we know that the player, he's he's a different guy. He is really different. He has, he's a changed man. As he said back in June, July, he said that he was really focused on his career. He's he's ready. He's willing to show the world that now he's the real Ferran Torres, because the boy, he's very good. We have seen him with Barcelona since the start of the season. Pre-season, he was really impressive. Every time, he has not started those games, but every time he got subbed in, he's trying to make the difference. He's trying to provide, to score a goal at least, or one or two. And this is something really interesting. And we have seen him even the last game that he played with Spain. Initially he was not called with the national team, and he was left out. But when those injury Dani Olmo and also Asensio, they got injured, they called him as a reinforcement. And then he came in the last game. He was subbed in just in the final 20 minutes. Just in 22 minutes, he managed to get 2 goals. That was something really amazing. That shows how changed, how focused the guy he is. Actually, he's very different. He's a different kind of player. I think really he can be really interesting for Barcelona. And if you may ask me, I don't know if he's going to be that super sub for Xavi or someone who can start game and change them. I don't know actually where he can be the best, but every time he gets subbed in, he's just making a difference. He's scoring goals. He's providing something different to the team, and he bringing something that the team needs at the time. And we have seen him against Villarreal when he got subbed in. He provides space. Lewandowski was just really released with the presence of Ferran Torres, because he can absorb players. He can create space for himself and also for his teammates. That is something really interesting from Ferran Torres. Very, very interesting players. We know that when they signed him, Xavi was using him as that player who can create space. He's very good at it. But scoring goals was not, he was having that difficult time. He was going through that difficult moment, not scoring goals. Last season it was very difficult for him. But this season so far, he is very interesting. He's very good. And that is something we have to mention. Xavi, I know that actually Xavi is aware of it. He know that Ferran is really actually ready to compete, ready to give it all to the team and to be really interesting, really important to the team. But as of now, I think, and we know that actually we are going to start like on Sunday. Saturday we are going to play against Real Betis, and then we have the Champions League games. And for that game, I think maybe Xavi may start with Ferran Torres as a right winger, because we know that Raphinha, he played with Brazil 2 games, and the second game even he played 85 minutes. And the first game also he played against Bolivia, the second game against Peru, and we know that Peru is like, it's not easy to play there in South America. And then he had to travel back to Spain, like all those kind of things. It's like the fatigue, everything. I think he need rest. He need to be rested, maybe just to play, maybe just few minutes by the end of the game, or not to play at all. The Xavi can manage with Ferran Torres, or maybe give some time, few minutes also to lamine Yamal. But we know that also Yamal, he played the first game with Spain, he played something around more than 50 minutes, because he got subbed in at the end of the first half, and then he had the second half. You know that those additional times is always very high, too much additional time. And also in the second game, he managed to get like an hour of game. He played 60 minutes, and that was something really for his age. I think he need to rest. He need to have like the opportunity to really to rest sometime, not to put him all the time out there. Just it can be dangerous for him. They need to protect him. Maybe I think this time is going to be the chance for like an opportunity for Ferran Torres also to show that he can be really interesting in the team. By the way, we are going to face a great team like Betis. They are very good. We know that already they are very good, and we are going to face them on Saturday, on Saturday. So I think that Xavi Hernandez, he can really manage to get the best out of those players, try to put out there like some healthy competition. That would be really beneficial to the team, and really good for Barcelona. And I think having those kind of players playing, like fighting for the same position, that is something really good. Actually, my only regret is that we don't have that kind of quality on the left wing, and also as on the pivot position. And we need to strengthen those positions. And also Lewandowski, he's one of the only position that doesn't have like a real backup. We know that Ferran, he can play as a first number 9 or as a number 9. Also, we know that João Felix also can play as a first number 9 or as a number 9. But I think for a natural striker, we need someone, and we need that. In this case, that's where Victor Roque can be really interesting to us. So guys, that was my point on it. If you have, and if you like, for you, if you're going to choose like someone else to be like the first starter for that position, do tell me that in the comment down below. Which one are you going to start, and which one are you going to put as a second and third choice? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Give me a thought down below. See you soon in the next video. Bye.